Welcome to yet another edition of Woody Screencast, where today you shall learn the 3 keys of effective communication, also known as the rhetorical situation. Let's get into it. Let's do it. All right, 3 keys of communication. Might be asking, Pac-Man, really? Yes, PAC. We can remember PAC. We shall remember the 3 keys, the rhetorical situation, if you will. So what does PAC stand for? I'm glad you asked. All right, so we have purpose. Why are we doing it? The audience. Who am I communicating with? And our last one shall be the context. What is going on in the world? What is going on around me? What is the context in which I am writing this to the audience to reach my objective and purpose? Yes. All right, let's break down each of these. Genre is a 4th part of this, but we are not going to touch on that too much in this video. So, purpose. There are 3 different purposes. So the purpose is the big why. Why am I writing this? Why am I talking about a certain topic? Why am I doing anything? That's the purpose. Sure, why? Purpose, why? Huh? What am I doing this for? It's why we write, why we try to communicate anything. So purpose, why we do anything. I've said that enough. Let's move on. All right, purpose. I have 3 types. Inform. I'm going to inform people. And I'm pointing, because when I point, I'm telling you. So tell people. Entertain. Come on, man. Hit the dab. Hit the dab. I could try to gritty. No, I'm not doing that. No. Embarrass myself enough. All right, entertain. As we do things. We communicate. We write things. And our last one is to persuade. Hold up money. Come on, make the money sign. Because persuade, we're trying to get people to do stuff. A lot of times it'll be, I want you to buy my product. Persuade. All right, so purposes. You can think of it as PIE too. Persuade, inform, entertain. PIE. Purpose. Good piece of pie. All right. Continuing on. All right. Audience. Who's our audience? Who are we communicating with? It could be generals in everybody in the United States, but normally that's not it. Normally it's a specific little sub-audience, subsection of the people, the population. So it could be students in the country. It could be students at Cumberland Regional High School. It could be teachers everywhere. It could be teachers at Cumberland Regional. It could be the entire community of Cumberland Regional High School. It could be all school communities in Cumberland County. It could be only people who play Call of Duty. So you have to think, who am I writing this for? Because the way I communicate with one audience might be completely different than the way I communicate with another audience. Remember we covered code switching earlier this semester? Well, the codes we use and the way we mesh things together depends on the audience. And our last one is context. What is happening in the world around us? You're here. What's going on around that we have to take into account as we try to let people know what it is we're trying to communicate. All right, how's all this fit together? I'm glad you thought that. So we have our purpose. Why am I doing something? All right, maybe I'm trying to persuade an audience to buy something. So I have to figure out who's my audience, what word choices, what type of writing or communicating is it better to write. Here's the other part. This is kind of genre came into play, although we're not covering that too much in this video. Maybe this audience, maybe it's adults, and an email might work better. Maybe the audience is teenagers, and a TikTok video would be a better way to reach the audience. So that's kind of, keep in mind, who's our audience, how am I going to reach them, what word choice am I going to use? The context, what's going on in the world around us. If there's a hot button issue, we may want to take that into account. So that is a rhetorical triangle, a rhetorical situation, if you will. Purpose, audience, context, Wardy. Ow.